Emmanuel, God is with us. Emmanuel, God is with us. Well, I just wanted to give you a checkup on the last of my fall seedlings. This is going to be comprehensive. I'll do some little short videos for people who just want to see little bits and pieces. These are all spoon tomatoes. Everything is a cool flower for me. So I can plant these in September. They will start rooting in. The plant won't grow, but they'll start rooting in. And I will get fruit in I will get the earliest possible tomatoes I can get that way, and I'll get lots of them. So I like this spoon tomato. I think it's cute. I think it's easy to harvest. I'll show you when I get to harvest the one I have growing now, and it's disease resistant. So yeah, I got tons of them, and I'm trying to figure out a way to make tomatoes look cute. So I haven't got it so far, but this one is the closest I've come. These are my winter sweet peas, and they're doing well. I've got some other kind of tomato, which I've forgotten what it is. I've got a turnip seed coming up there. And I planted a lot of little things in here. There's some chives. I see some little seedlings from all the seeds I planted in a previous video. That might have been a short, so you might not really know about it. These are the last of my Mongolians. They're doing fine, but they're not quite big enough to handle the wildlife in my garden. And since this is the last, I'm getting to the end of being able to start seeds, I'm going to take a little extra time with them, because these are my cool flowers, you guys. This is what I can, when they're small like this, I put them in the ground, they will overwinter, and I will get the most beautiful food as soon as possible. Yeah. So, and I gotta have a lot because there's wild animals and they want some. These are my cucumbers. Out of all the cucumbers I keep planting and planting, the animals keep eating the baby cucumber plants. I only have one cucumber plant right now, and it was only planted a week ago. So I'm having to push off putting the cucumber plants in the garden. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm gonna wait with these. Melon plants, they don't seem to eat, but the cucumber plants, Edelva's just been eating them to the ground. My pumpkin garden is doing fine. These are pumpkins that you can eat both as summer squash or winter squash. And this big leaf one here is called Tokyo Blue. It took the longest of all my seed to germinate. The other ones in there is Yugan, some kind of pumpkin. So I'm excited to get those in the ground. I actually thought the Tokyo wasn't going to come up. I actually that's a Yugan as well. I put it in the pack with the Tokyo, and now the Tokyo comes up strong. I don't know what this one is, but it's a pumpkin, so that means it's good. These are some peppers. Peppers are a perennial in my area, so I grow them as cool flowers. Winter, these are early flowering mammoth sweet peas, and as soon as I get them strong enough to handle the marauders in my garden, they should be blooming for the winter. They are short day. I talked to you about my various cucumber trials I'm having, And you see now I'm putting sweet peas with the cucumbers because it's that time of year. They're so late. But I didn't mention my last batch of sunflowers. These are chocolate cherry. It took them a little bit longer to germinate because it's getting a little later. And these are ice cream. I thought that would be a good combination for the holiday blooming. These are short day, so no matter when you plant them, they won't bloom until the days start getting short. Okay, so that's something I noticed. At least I really noticed it with the chocolate cherry. So when they see the days getting shorter, then they bloom. The ice cream are in the garden, and I think they might be perennial because they've been growing a long time in the garden. They're not putting on any flowers, but the plant's getting stronger and stronger. So it might be a perennial in my area. And you know, perennials, sometimes they don't give you anything the first year. So we'll see what happens with that. Here's some scatterings, a few more of my Mongolian sunflowers. I want to put another row. I have one row in one place. I have 2 or 3 in the front garden, you know, so that the neighbors can see them. And I want to make sure I have a good display. The lettuce seeds are starting to germinate again, and just a few odds and ends like that. That's a shishito pepper. Oh, look at this sunflower. It's variegated. Yeah, it came out variegated. The actual real sunflower leaves aren't variegated, but the cordyline leaves are variegated. It looks cute to me. My onions are coming up. Come over here, more sunflowers. These are Mongolian. That one didn't do too good. It's a little twisted and weird. And this one's a little strange to me. That died in the hurricane. But these are the survivors. These are Sweet Ann. It's an herb. I use it as a Christmas tree during the holidays. It's very decorative to me and it smells nice. That's a cucumber, one of the first to come up. It's been growing very slowly there. These are some amaryllis, and they are edible, but they're also decorative, so you can put them in your flower garden, as well as put them in your you know, vegetable patch. They're capable of doing both. These are celluloses and gomphrenias. I had one I really wanted called Asian Garden, and I struggled to get that seed up. Finally, I put some gomphrena seeds in there. Those have come up really easy and good for me. And there's other, I was trying to get the Mira up, the Mira amaranth, and I don't see any there, so I don't know when it's going to come up. Amaranth is sure to come up at some point, but I really struggled with the Mira and the Asian Gardens this year. Everything else has been doing great. Oh, and I got my last pumpkins. These are pumpkins I'm going to use for gourds. That's called Pattison Stray Melange. And when it gets old, it's supposed to get really funky looking. Sometimes that funky looking stuff is caused from disease in the soil, and those diseases don't make it in my soil. So sometimes those kind of plants will just come out looking pretty and beautiful in my area. They won't actually be able to get the freaky looking gourds that we like to decorate with. But hey, all I can do is try, right? So anyway, that is an update on my fall gardening. This is the last set of seeds that I'm planting for fall. Everything else after this will be, it'll be all on the winter garden. And there's a few things in here on the winter garden that I had to start already. The Sweet Ann, because it gets 5 foot tall, and I need it to be 5 foot tall for December. So I had to start it a little early because, as you can see, these bad boys, they're just setting themselves up. They're very delicate when they first start, but boy, when they get going, They are a force to be reckoned with. Anyway, God bless you.